Dave, we've got a big one left for the last pull of this class. It's Greer Hamilton, a runner-up Grand National champion, and he has to beat 219 feet, 11.6 inches.
Well, John, this is the way you like to finish a class, and these minis are all very competitive, as we've seen here tonight. It's been a tricky track. They've been all over, but I would say that Greer Hamilton has as good a shot as anybody here. He's got a whopping 219 feet, 11.6 inches to beat. He can turn that motor loose. Had an excellent 1985 runner-up Grand National champion in this class as they take the starter out there, put it into the supercharger, and fire it up.
You can hear the engine jump to life, and the NTPA officials are getting into position now.
You're looking at about 1,500 to 1,600 horsepower in these alcohol supercharged motors. The green flag is out. He's got a whopping 219 feet to beat. As he comes on the line, he'll have no problem now, though. He's on it. Full pull, I believe, has done it, yes.
He pulled it right out the end.
All the way from California, 2,600 miles to make it here. What a way to finish the mini rod class.
Well, we seem to have a little bit of a flair for the dramatic here so far in the 1986 Indy Super Bowl.
The crowd is giving him a big round of applause here.
And here comes the replay. You could tell it was all or nothing for Greer Hamilton. He just got into it and took off.
This is the way he ran in all of 1985, John. Coming right down the center here again. Don't touch the brakes. Get that front end to lift a little bit. Transfer that power.
Once again, the tractor wanted to go to a little bit to the left, but he was able to bring it back and keep it in the middle of the track. And here it is, full pull. It's official. A full pull for Greer Hamilton, and he's going to win the class.
He wins the class on the last run of the class.
And that's the way you like to see him. That's right. We'll be hearing from Greer Hamilton with Dave Grimm, so stand by.
With me from Lancaster, California, Greer Hamilton, the guy that just won this class, a dramatic finish right at the end of the class, and his son, Tom. Greer, a tremendous run. After that first pull where you went 76 feet, did you ever think that you had a chance to come back and win it on the last run?
I was really hooked before that throttle linkage let go, so I felt confident that we could get her down there.
Tom, you had to be very nervous on the sidelines.
Yeah, real nervous. When that thing broke the first time, I couldn't tell what was going on. We got it back. It was just a broken part on the throttle, got it fixed, and it hooked up good.
You had rough competition here tonight.
You bet. We beat the best, and we feel pretty good because we came a long way to do this.
Thank you very much, and our congratulations to you.
We're down to 3 drivers in the modified class in session 1, and we're ready for Dave Banter in the Banter Brothers Orange Machine. The Banters are from LaFontaine, Indiana.
Well, it's always a delight to have them on the track, no matter which pull they go to. They pulled coast to coast, north to south. Probably the most famous modified team in the world today, running 5 427 Chevrolets here on Banter Orange. Dave Banter, who drives for his brother Ralph. Ralph builds the tractor. David does the driving. And you got to remember now that with some of the developments in the last couple of years, they may be slightly under horsepower compared with some of the drivers that are running the Aries and the Rodex. However, they will never be out-engineered. They're going to be running back-to-back. Orange will pull first, and then blue. The distance to beat 232 feet, 1.1 inch. They're the only modified competitors. You could always count on the Banter Brothers to give you a show.
And what a piece of driving it was, too. He drifted to the right side of the track, had to back out of it, got back into it, and still got the full pull.
John, can you believe what would have happened if he could have run straight down the center of the track? He would have gone out the back gate here.
And here it is on replay, and as we mentioned, you'll see him drift to the right a little bit, but to Dave Banter tonight, it didn't make any difference. He got back into it, got the power, and pulled it out.
There are big disc brakes. He came within about 3 feet on that right-hand side. In fact, they moved the string over on that side, and he came back across the track. And here again, you're looking at somewhere around 5,000 horsepower. But boy, they make a full pull. They take the lead.
And so once again, as we saw in the mini tractor class in session 1, late in the class, we have a full pole and a new leader.
Well, now the big question is, can the Banner brothers tie their own mark of a full pole? And John Heilman, who's been a past national champion in several NTPA classes, will be running as the last competitor in this class. Well, the Banner brothers are very unique. They've always been low-key in their modified tractor pulling, but when it came time to put the hammer down, John, they were always there. Interesting note, the Banner brothers had 2 wins at the 1985 event to pass Don Harness for the most wins in Super Bowl history. And the Banner brothers are the only modified competitors in the history of the Super Bowl that have qualified for every event, all 13. And it was only about 13 years ago that Ralph and Dave Banner were running a single 427 Chevrolet. So, John, in all the motorsports that you've been around, in 13 years, they've gone from 1 to 5 and 6 engines in their tractors.
I guess in basketball terms, we'd be saying they have a dynasty.
They've had a dynasty. 13 Grand National Championships over the years. They're professional pullers.
The green flag is up by the starter. And here's the pole.
Fans are going crazy here at the Super Bowl arena. They are standing here in the arena. He took it out the back door with ease, and now they have tied themselves with back-to-back full pulls at the 1986 Indy Super Bowl 9,000-pound class.
And I'll tell you what, Dave, he had to get on the brakes hard to keep from running into the wall down there at the edge of the exit ramp. Here it comes on the replay, and we'll see how hard he got on the brakes here at the end of this. He could have gone another, how many feet? He could have gone a lot farther.
Well, he really gets the nose up. That's been the secret all evening, as we've seen. He really got the nose up, as you can see. And he had plenty of power. He's driven all around the country.
Let's see. Right there, you can see the tractor come to a sudden halt and jump up and down. He really got on those brakes.
Yeah, he didn't want to pull a John Heilman. Something we may want to talk about right now, John, is if the Banner brothers are the only full pulls, they could elect, if they didn't want to pull it off, because they own both of their own tractors. I'm with Dave Banner here at Trackside, our winner in the 9,000-pound modified, and you were a busy guy tonight out on the track running back-to-back. Now, Dave, you had an opportunity to observe all the tractors in front of you. What was going through your mind as you got ready to pull late in the 9 modified?
Well, I was watching how much weight they was having to run on the front, and I felt like a lot of them run too heavy on the front, and I moved some weight back. I took some chances by moving it back, because you lose control when you get your front end up too high, and I had really my hands full on that orange one trying to keep it in, and the blue one, it made a good pass. I really felt good to that blue one.
One of the best runs we've seen the blue tractor make in a long time. Did you have to pump the brakes very hard tonight?
On the orange one, I had to do it so much I had to let off of it. The blue one, I touched them a little bit down in here a little bit, but not real hard. You know, it really felt good. That was the best feeling run I've made in a long time.
Well, you've had the record for the most wins in the modified classes, and in fact, the entire Super Bowl of 7. With tonight, that makes it number 8. The record continues.
Yeah, I really love that too, because this is my pull. You know, I really love this pull, and everybody goes for this one. You know.
Well, you start out on a good note now for the remainder of the weekend.
Yeah, but you know, there's only one way to go when you got a record like that. You know, you just can't continue that.
Well, congratulations on your win tonight in the 9,000 modified.
Thank you very much.
Dave Banner here at Trackside of the Indy Super Bowl.